Hi guys, welcome to the first video on this channel. I'm Quincy, one of the traders at Thryv. This is our first video, so there will be a lot of mistakes, a lot of error, mispronunciations, but we're just gonna start. I'm going to show you my analysis and we go from there. And yes, I live by the motto of start before you're ready, so the audio quality will not be good, the screen recordings will have errors, but just start before you're ready and we learn on the job, and as the time goes on we going to improve the audio quality, we get better screen recordings. And yeah, so in front of me I have the chart of DXY. The way I trade is, first my analysis is based on the indices. I want to see what the dollar is doing, the euro is doing, the pound, British pound, yen, Canadian dollar, etc. And then I will check the pairs, and I use currency linking. So if I see the dollar is, I'm bullish on the dollar, and the yen is bearish, for instance, then that's why I'm looking at the USD GPY pair. But if I see the dollar is bullish and the yen is bullish, that's not a good pair to trade. So I will look for other currency which is good, and that's why I'm looking at the indices. In front of me, I have the weekly chart of the dollar. So you can see last week we had a massive jump, fall, because of the tariffs from Trump on, I think the speech of Trump about the tariffs was on, it was not, it was here on Wednesday. Yes, I didn't catch a trade on the dollar because it was NFP week, and in NFP week you notice the markets will not move properly. You will notice all the setups will move to Friday, and in this case will move to when Trump has his speech, and so you don't have the opportunity. I can see the opportunities because most of the time the opportunity will play out when Trump is speaking. And if you are a trader with FTMO or something like that, you can't afford to take the trades with news events. I can because I have a swing trade account, but I I don't like to trade with the news, especially if it's a big news event like Trump. You don't know if you're wrong, you you will feel that, and you can blow your account, or yeah, you well, it's a stupid mistake to make. So the speech of Trump was last Wednesday, and you see the market tanked at 10 o'clock. I didn't catch any trades, but we will look for trades coming week on the DXY. If you can see, we are very bearish. We had a retracement on the dollar the day after. So Thursday we had still a drop because it was in the night of Wednesday. But Thursday and Friday we had a little retracement, and we retraced to 102 level. But if I will zoom in on the 4-hour chart, you will see we left this week low. I thought it's a week low because a low is strong when there's some liquidity taken before you move. And as you see here, we came here, but we didn't. There's no liquidity be taken, and we went up. So the retracement left a weak liquidity, and that's what I want to target. So we saw on the uh, weekly weekly chart that we are bearish. So my bias for the dollar is bearish as of since here. So I don't usually look on my analysis if um, on the weekly charts or something, because I know for a fact like we're bearish. So every bullish move is just a retracement and leaves and gives me opportunity to try target the weak lows and the liquidity what was left behind. So this is a good market for me to trade in, and I know for sure I will get some nice opportunities to trade with the dollar bearish. So My bias from the dollar for the dollar is bearish. Um, but before I go into trade to sell the dollar, I want to see some liquidity been taken before we move down. So we wait for market open, see how the market reacts, and get accustomed to the flow of the market before we enter some trades. There's no need to rush any trades. We have a target already, so we know we will get some opportunities. The next I will look at the Japanese yen. I was very bullish on the yen, but I didn't catch a trade. I got some good trades the last period that it was bullish. In this trade, I didn't trade again. But if I show you here, I caught some very nice trades uh, selling the dollar against the yen because I was bearish on the dollar and I was bullish on the yen, and I caught some really nice setups at as you can see. And this is what I meant when I want to see a dollar short liquidity being taken and then target a weak low. As you can see here, there was liquidity here, and I targeted that to gain some profits. Okay, but we go back to the yen analysis. We're we're very bullish, as you can see, and liquidity has been taken before we moved up. So I'm still very bullish, and I think we can exceed the previous high. So we will get out new all-time highs. But I have to look at which point we can go with the flow again, because it's not a good opportunity to buy at a high level. I want price to be at a price that's at a discount for us. Um, you see here what I use to trade is uh, the market makers. They sold here to get the liquidity and to push the market up. And as you can see, the orders they used here to sell to buy it at this price and to get the liquidity orders from here to move to there. These orders they placed here are still in drawdown. So for me, as what I would like to see is to for me to enter the trade is I want them to close their orders in break even or even in profit, and then I want to move up with them. But I have to be patient and look for opportunities. I want to see liquidity be taken before I move up. If there's no liquidity being taken, I don't get in the trade. That's a rule for me, and I will keep using that rule because it will save you and it saves me from a lot of losses, because the market will not move without liquidity. It's like a car. You need fuel to move, and if you get in the car without the fuel, you will get fucked, bro. So liquidity first. So we will see how the market will open. But one thing is for sure, I'm bullish on the yen, and I think there will be some new all-time highs because the yen is a safe pair in the time of. It's like gold when there's a lot of things going on in the world, like Trump with the tariffs. People want to go to the safe haven, and yen is a safe haven currency because the policy they use in Japan. So very bullish on the yen. I was already, and you saw I caught some good trades with that. Just looking for some new opportunities to take. On the euro, because the dollar is very bearish, I'm bullish on the euro because they have a correlation, a negative correlation. So when you see the dollar is bearish, most of the time the euro will be bullish. And I also caught a great trade, not a week before, not last week, but a week before that, on the retracement. And as you see, I waited for uh, some liquidity to liquidity sweep, and then target the a week low that has been taken. Because of the news events that was coming, I didn't trade this move because I didn't know what was going to happen. I was happy with the trade I took here and didn't need to take some risk I didn't need to take, you know. But I'm still very bullish on the euro, and as you can see, there is also left behind a weak high. Weak high is the same as the weak low. If there's no liquidity being taken, there's means it's not a strong high, and we have to go back to there. But you have to look for some opportunities to trade with the markets. You know, you can't just play buy orders in the hope to target the weak highs. You have to have a decent setup where you know if where to put your stop loss, because when you know if my stop loss is there, the markets will go to the other side. So you don't want to be a dumb trader. Get in here, put your stop loss here, and hope that it will go to your trade profits. That's not how it works. Same for the Great British Pound. I'm also very bullish on that, but uh, most of the time, if I'm bullish on the bearish on the dollar, and I don't know if I want to trade GBP USD or Euro USD, I will look at the Euro GBP pair and see which one is stronger. So if I'm bearish on the dollar, I will look at this pair to see if the euro is stronger than the pound, and then I will trade that pair. But as you can see, the euro is much stronger than the pound at this time, and we're very bullish. We created we made a break of structure. I expect coming week uh, higher low, and we have to have some retracement in discount zone to trade up. So I think for the next coming week, think the pound will be stronger than the euro for the retracement that has to be made, and then we can trade the pound against the dollar. But we have to look if the opportunities be right. This in this trading game, you have to take a lot of things in consideration. It's market timing, and the correlation has to be good. The story has to make sense in your head. So you can buy the euro because it's overextended right now. And if you buy the euro against the dollar right now, it will not get the push you want to see if you're trading like this. At this point, I knew the euro was stronger than the dollar at the pound. So I knew this move will happen. But if you will take the buy in a time that the euro is weaker than the pound or weaker than the dollar, it will not work for you. And you want to trade in the session there's most volatility, and you will get the pushes you want. You can't enter you can, but it's not smart to enter the trade in the evening or in a Asia session when you know the market's not moving. Then you will be in the trade and nothing will happen. Be smart with your trades, and that will save you for some losses. But back to what my analysis is. So as we discussed, I'm bullish on the euro and I'm bullish on the pound because I'm bearish on the dollar. But as we can see, the euro is much stronger than the pound. So I think the euro USD buys are much more likely to happen on the longer term. But on the short term, I think the pound against the the pound will be stronger before the retracement from this pair. But we will see what happens when markets open, because in the Trump markets everything can happen, even in the weekends, bro. The market can gap and your whole analysis is in the soup, you know. But the Canadian dollar also bullish because of the dollar for me is the leading currency. Everything moves according to the dollar in a negative or positive correlation. So I'm very bearish on the dollar. So every pair you see here will be bullish for me. I will trade, especially I trade New Zealand dollar and Shift also. It's like yen. Shift and yen are the same pair because they're safe haven currencies, and they will be very bullish when the dollar is bearish. This drop was crazy last Friday. I think, this was a historical drop in the markets from the Australian dollar. I don't know why the Australian dollar crashed this much, but that's crazy. So the pairs I'm looking to trade the coming week are most of the time I only trade these pairs because of the indices I use and the euro dollar. As I said, I expect a bearish reaction on the euro because of the extended uh, overextension, and we left lows. So I will not trying to catch the retracement, but I will look if the retracement is done, if we can get some liquidity to target the upside. So I'm not looking to I'm not in a rush to take a trade. I will be patient and look for some good market opportunities. The market retraced nice, so we in an area that there will be some opportunities to go further because I think the low the this week will be filled the coming week to target these lows, and after that we will see where liquidity has been left to target that again. But as I said, I think we will go higher up, and we just have to wait for some good opportunities to take to go with the markets. Yes, you see here the pound. I last traded the euro USDs, so I don't have many markings here, but I have if I have to see this correlates with the euro GBP pair. So we saw that euro GBP went very bullish, and this we see that the pound retraced a lot, and we see it took some liquidity, and this goes with our bias that we expect that the pound will be a little bit stronger the coming week. So we also see it left a weak high, a high that didn't took price didn't take liquidity to go there, and there's a lot of room to go up. So Euro USD and GBP. I think the GBP USD is an interesting pair to trade, and the Euro GBP also because we expect a retracement. And looking at the GBP USD chart, I think that the Euro GBP can be a little bit can get a retracement because we swept this high, and we can get inside this discount zone. Here you see a fair value gap. I don't usually trade fair value gaps, like I don't use them to trade, but I know that there's a place there will be liquidity because markets left a lot of open orders in that place because and yeah there are orders here to be filled because price moved too fast there, so the balance has to be created again. So I think GBP shorts will be a great opportunity, or GBP USD longs, but then we have to look at the DXY, what DXY will do. You can see, let me see, at the new coming news events, because that we will know when are the most volatile moments in this coming week, so we know how to plan the trades. Okay, when can we expect this? When can we expect when the market will move? Monday there's no news events. Tuesday no news events. Wednesday, yeah, not interesting. FOMC. Thursday is CPI, and I think the most movement will be at CPI. I think we will get Monday through Wednesday. The retracement will be a little bit slower, and then I think from Thursday on we will move further to the downside because we are still in a bearish trend, and I think technical analysis is before fundamental analysis. So the trade will we will see what will happen in the news events most of the time. Of course, when Trump speaks, he can say a lot of things, and the markets will do their own thing. But most of the time, you can see with your analysis, technical analysis, you will see what the market will be doing fundamentally. So yeah, I does my analysis. I think Monday through Wednesday we will be in this zone, created some liquidity, and then Wednesday, Thursday we will sweep the liquidity and go further with a bearish trend. That's my analysis. Um, there's no need for me to discuss the other pairs because these pairs are my main focus. Because I only are interested in these indices. I usually don't trade these indices unless I don't see a nice setup on the main pair currencies I trade, and then I will look at these other pairs because sometimes there are things like this happen, and it will be nice if you can catch these trades. So I analyze these to be in the loop of things, but I don't really trade them. But most of the trades I will take on these major pairs, and it has been working for me. It has been reliable, and it showed some work. So um, to to finalize the video, Euro USD. I wait for a good opportunity here for some liquidity to go up. USD GPY. We are retracing on the dollar, so expect this, and I will move. I will target this week low again. This was a great opportunity when Trump spoke of the Trump tariffs. This liquidity has been swept. You have had a week low here. This was an amazing opportunity to catch a lot of pips, but yeah, sometimes you miss the trades, and that's part of trading too. You can't catch them all, and you have to be satisfied with the opportunity you see. I believe in if opportunity is for you, you will see it and you will take it, and your conviction about the trade will be good. Don't rush things. Don't chase the trade. The trade will come to you if you have conviction in that, and things will happen. You will see it. Even if everybody sees a different thing, when your analysis is good and you have conviction about your skills, you will see the trade and you will take the opportunity no matter what anybody is saying. Your favorite guru can tell you a thing, but trust me, you have to know your analysis, your technical skills, and that will take you farther than anybody's analysis. So I share your analysis, but take the gems you can from this video, but use them for yourself and just use my analysis as a hand guide, but trust your analysis more. Your intuition will never lie to you. But that's some game I give to you. As I said, GBP USD, it took a nice liquidity here, so possibly an upside here because I expect the pound to be a little bit more bullish this week. Um, same I, same story about the Euro GBP bearish because I expect the pound to be a little bit stronger. No need to explain the other. But yeah, guys, this was my first YouTube video. As I said, there will be a lot of mispronunciations. The quality will not be good, but yeah, just start before you're ready, and we will come as the way I see these videos is compound interest. I will get better in the analysis. The video will be shorter because I can explain more clearly. There will be more structure in the videos. But yeah, everybody has to start one day, and this might start. If you want to know more information about how I learned trading and what especially is my strategy I use and how my journey is going, feel free to click the link in the description to get to know me better, join the community, and yeah, I'm looking to meet you. So not and if so not also good, enjoy the videos. I will keep posting them, and maybe we will meet at the top. Say, boys, later.